Surprises me how clean you people keep your spaceports. If this were Hutta, I'd be scraping alien gunk off my boots. Of course, if this were Hutta, I couldn't be thrown into prison for spitting the wrong way. So come on, Agent. You're going to welcome me here to the Imperial homeworld?
I'm surprised you've never been here before.
I avoid Imperial space. I want to die in a cantina fight, not ticking off some bureaucrat. Anyway, let's head down to the city. Keeper wanted us to see the Citadel. I'm guessing it won't be hard to find.
Don't worry. This should be fun.
Now let's go meet your bosses.
This is not your domain, Keeper. It is mine. It has always been mine.
Of course, my lord.
All you have built here, all you hope to control, it falls apart as easily as a human life. An hour ago, the Minister of Intelligence dropped to his knees and wept before me. You would do so too, if not for fear of being humiliated.
Your dissatisfaction is clear, my lord. It will be remedied. Now I'm asking you humbly to leave. These people are suffering in your presence.
I will leave my domain at the moment of my choosing, Keeper. You, Agent, you were the one sent to Hutta. Is that correct?
Why do I feel like I'm about to die?
Your body reacts to the power of the Force. The dark side twists you, taints you. I am Darth Jadus. You served me well in your dealings with Nemro. You will serve me well again.
I serve Imperial intelligence, not the Sith.
All the Empire serves the Sith. Even your handler has learned this. Keeper, you will use this one. He will complete the assignment as I have instructed.
He's quite capable, my lord, but he lacks experience. A more seasoned agent?
I have made my decision. I wish the situation resolved before I leave Dromund Kaas. See to it that my will is done.
Very well. I'll make arrangements. Congratulations, Agent. You've made a friend on the Dark Council. I don't envy you.
Believe me, sir, it wasn't by choice.
I imagine not, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I want you outfitted and ready to leave as soon as possible. Grab your equipment from the lockers and meet me in my office. Once we're through with your debriefing, we'll discuss your next mission. Come in, Agent. Let's talk. Kaleo, wait outside, please. One of the Watchers will handle your debriefing.
We need to talk about my terms.
I promise you you'll be well compensated. You can discuss the details with the Watcher.
If you say so. You two have a good time.
Sir, I've been reviewing the report of your activities on Hutta. You were busier than I'd expected.
I got the job done. If that's a problem, you should change your expectations.
Maybe I should. You were extremely effective in your mission, and I'm impressed by your efficiency. You used violence as a tool and not a crutch. Not many agents find that balance so easily. So I wonder, why did you join Imperial Intelligence?
I had my reasons. If you need details, I'm sure there's something in my dossier.
I had reasons too. It took me years to reconcile them with reality. Don't let the same thing happen to you. This isn't glamorous work. We're sanitation workers. We clean up after the military and the Sith and do the jobs no one else will. Without us, though, the Empire falls apart. So we do whatever is necessary, even if it's thankless and ugly. You understand?
You finished lecturing, sir. May I get on with my job?
We're through with debriefing, for the moment. Now, as to your next assignment. One of the mandates of our organization is to eliminate dissidents and terrorists within the Empire. We've located one cell of radicals here in the capital working toward the violent overthrow of our government. We must know precisely what these terrorists plan.
I assume this is the task Darth Jadus mentioned.
Although Darth Jadus has expressed concern over the cell's activities, your orders come from me. We've intercepted chatter suggesting the radicals are planning a major attack soon, but we've only identified a handful of cell members. You will investigate the cell and obtain its plans. You'll have 2 operatives assisting you and full support from the Citadel.
Kaleo and I worked well together on Hutta. I'd like to use her again.
I think that can be arranged. Watcher 2, please come to my office. Bring Kaleo Danis with you.
Watcher 2, huh? That's a pretty name. Is it Twi'lek?
It's basic. Unlike many civilizations, the Empire teaches its children how to count. Watcher 2 reporting, sir.
Kalia will be your aide in the field. She'll report to you and take your orders, since you seem able to handle her.
I'm making you look good, Agent. You should be grateful.
Meanwhile, Watcher 2 will be your liaison to base. She'll stay in contact remotely and provide you with mission details.
I monitored the operation on Hutter. Very impressive. I look forward to working with you.
Let's just be clear, I don't like being micromanaged.
I'm the product of 6 generations of selective breeding. I can plot hyperspace routes in my head. I'm not some bureaucratic impediment.
If you're done, could you sum up the present situation?
Our primary lead on the Radicals is at the site of a slave rebellion beyond Kars City. You've been outfitted with all necessary equipment already. Once you're in the field, signal me via holocommunicator and I'll brief you in full.
If we're going to get the job done, it's time we got moving.
Agreed.
Remember, you're not undercover. Identify yourself as an intelligence officer if you need to, and use the fear that it creates. You're on Imperial soil now, Agent. Welcome home.
Agent, I'm pleased to see you, of course. But I thought you'd be busy with the mission, just as well, I suppose. I'm still plotting the details. So, what can I do for you?
I figure if we're working together, we should get to know one another.
I already know all about you, though. I saw your whole performance on Hutter. If we talked and shared, you'd be the only one learning from the exchange. And that wouldn't really be fair now, would it?
Are you always so difficult?
Look, I could give you the whole speech about how I'm smarter than you and more experienced than you, but I won't. We're going to have to work together as equals. I'll try to remember that if you will, all right?
I'm the one out in the field, Watcher 2. I do the job and take the risks. We're not equals.
Then get used to treating me as one anyway. For now, I need to get back to work.
You're the new blood? We'll see if you work out. I used to be a field operative, same as you. Now I'm a fixer. I keep this place running.
Why'd you stop working in the field?
Wasn't by choice. I was a good agent until a Jedi shoved a lightsaber through my lungs. That's service. That's sacrifice. People here will tell you that the Sith interfere with our work. Keep us always fighting with the Minister of Intelligence, that sort of thing. Maybe they're right, but it doesn't matter. Our job's to obey orders. Our job's to deal with the enemy.
Sounds like a hard-line position.
Then I'm a hard-liner. The Empire has a lot of enemies. The Republic and Jedi first up. We should focus on getting them, not fighting one another. Remember that, and maybe you'll last longer than most new agents.
You're awfully arrogant for a glorified mechanic.
I've got experience. More than you've got.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't expect you to come over. You're the field agent from Hutter, right? I'm Watcher 3.
Is there some sort of problem? Am I bothering you?
Sorry. That's why I'm here instead of in the field. Not so good with people. Surprised I even got a Watcher designation. If I can manage it, I'm sure you'll get a title soon.
Keeper's not fond of me. I won't be getting a title anytime soon.
Keeper's not fond of anyone. The day I arrived, he and Watcher 2 were interrogating my predecessor, the last Watcher 3. He'd worked with Keeper for years. He wanted to resign. It didn't go over well. Anyway, I should get back to work. I'm on surveillance duty and I don't want to miss anything.
Right, good luck with that.
Of course. I won't keep you.
Jukaki mem panino, am kabina pek memno kimgam, nuk ino memno, am kakam mem perolak palak.
You're the only alien I've seen in Imperial intelligence.
Laboram amga, mamni nikad, nagnaya mamni kamgam.
You must have licked so many boots to get where you are today.
Jukaki mem panino, am kabina pek memno kimgam. Braka kalam kala, ninyak oramagyang megik.
The truth is, we need all the help we can get.
Braka kem you kam nemno, namgan bak nok kijak. Memua pemguana, kumia yang mem gamba paka.
Watcher 2 here. I'm receiving your signal. Mapping your location now. Glad you made it through the jungle safely, Agent. Ready to work?
Anything that gets me away from the trees. Had my fill of nature walks on Hutter.
I saw the satellite surveillance footage, but don't worry, our flora doesn't feed on chemical runoff. You may have noticed the chaos out there. There's a slave rebellion going on, and you're heading into the middle of it. Our analyst charged with monitoring the rebellion is with me. His name is Lodenth Kashar. He can fill you in on the details.
Nikag aga kip debab. Naya amgam barakaki.
How did the rebellion start? What's really going on?
Tukaki mem panino. Am kapina bek memno kimgam. Oraka kalankala. Ninya orabagian megik.
Imperial intelligence is leaving concerns about the rebellion itself to the military. You're here for a specific slave, an alien named Jurithus.
How am I supposed to find one slave in all this mess?
It won't be easy, I'll give you that. Jurithus was once owned by an anti-government radical who used slaves to carry messages to like-minded dissidents.
Kamperim ganam bagiyang manikikupukam.
I doubt the slave leaders will cooperate.
You're right, but we're prepared for that.
Kanam jiwanemak hengam yamanaya angam. Unuk inumemno amka kammem perola palak.
How does SLV-16 work, exactly?
Yang perlu amka kalami ayakira nebuah ripok. Ibekap kamka kakyam plak nemo amyagalak. Kamperim ganam bagiyang manikikupukam.
And that's why it's useful to have an alien on staff. In any case, good luck.
I'll get Jurithus's messages.
You should find your targets inside the camp. Take a slave down, apply the serum, and locate Jurithus. This is the only way we can learn what the radicals are planning. Time's running out, Agent.
I'm running. Chest hurts. Something's in my head. Rain's coming down. Everything's sinking into the ground.
Potent stuff. Haven't seen anyone zoned out like that since Nar Shaddaa.
I think I know you, but I don't remember anything. I don't know what you want. Everything hurts.
The serum is making you delusional.
I'm delusional. I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my head. Please tell me.
Help me find Jurithus, and I'll help you.
Jurithus is gone. Day's gone now. It all goes so slowly. Jurithus burns and starts to look like our Colossus. Incomplete. Jurithus died fighting in the jungle. I don't remember why we were fighting. Jurithus died, I know that.
You should be proud. You are fighting for your freedom.
I know that word. I don't remember that word. Jurithus died with Sathan and Ranith and Avira. All aliens. All friends. All fighting beside the foot of the statue. Jurithus is still there. If the beasts haven't eaten him.
I'll check the pile of alien corpses then. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
What should I think about now? I don't know what to do with my head. I don't know what to do with my hands.
The serum will wear off. You'll be okay. After that, do what you want.
But I don't know what to do. My head is hollow. It hurts.
Laporam amka mamninikal. Nagnaya mamni kamgam. Naya namramkam. Kala amka mani lidikba.
I was expecting to hear from Watcher 2.
Nulak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memoa inok. Nemgam gam dimia geguan. Amberna hanak.
I don't suppose he bothers you this much.
Emka naya nugan. Kinim naya lak umnug mege.
Agent, you're to suspend all field operations immediately. You're needed elsewhere.
I wasn't expecting to hear from you, Keeper.
Watcher 2 is still your liaison to base, but I wanted to deliver these orders personally. Darth Jadis wants to speak with you. You will proceed to his chambers for an audience. You've met Darth Jadus, experienced his power. I suggest you treat him with respect and do as he asks.
Why would he want to talk to me?
I told you on Hutter that he would reward success, or failure, appropriately. It seems he's decided now is the time. You will resume operations when this is finished, Agent. Keep her out.
Well, that didn't sound so good. Still, powerful men are the same across the galaxy. I'll bet your life that whatever else Jadus is, he's a powerful man too.
The Ratataki must remain outside. The Master has not requested her presence.
Looks like I'll have to miss this one then. Real shame.
You don't have to go, Kaleo. Listen.
Don't worry about it. Now that I'm a loyal Imperial agent, who am I to defy the Dark Council's wishes?
Come, stand before me, and revel in the power of the Dark Council. Allow your body to betray you. Allow your blood to boil and your heart to slow. Everything that is not of the dark side will be purged, or it will be tainted. This is inoculation, Agent. This is a sacred rite. You are privileged.
The religion of the Sith is not my religion.
The ways of the Sith are the ways of the Empire, so it shall always be. But that is not why I summoned you. This is your due reward. You proved yourself by outmaneuvering the Hutts. Now I choose you to exterminate the dissidents who would destroy our way of life. I sense your uncertainty. You wonder why I involve myself in this affair, why I take an interest in you and Imperial intelligence.
I have to admit the question crossed my mind.
Many in the Dark Council hold themselves above the mundane business of the Empire. I believe this is a mistake. I believe we must spread the ways of the Sith to the Empire entire, plant terror and hatred in every heart. I believe in the democratization of fear. But these dissidents threaten all progress. Left unchecked, they would reduce our world to ash and raise nothing in its place.
What do they want, aside from the destruction of the Empire?
They want what children want. Unlimited freedom without responsibility. This makes them no less dangerous. Do not underestimate our enemies. They are powerful, and there are those who sympathize with them, people at the highest levels of government. I chose you for this assignment, not only because of your past successes, but because you are new to your organization. Your loyalty is uncompromised. Do you understand?
Am I supposed to serve you instead of Keeper?
Serve your Empire. Watch those around you, and trust no one. I will leave Dromund Kaas soon aboard the Starship Dominator. I will travel with 1,000 dignitaries, diplomats, and slaves, and show them the galaxy as I envision it. When I return, I expect the dissidents to have been purged. Kneel before me now, and I will ensure that you have the means to succeed.
With respect, Lord Jadus, I will not bow to you.
You do not wish to refuse me, Agent. Consider your defiance in the face of the Dark Council.
I won't be your puppet. Do what you will.
Then consider this a small example of my power. When you awaken, remember it as the price of arrogance.
I'm here. What's the situation?
This is Watcher 2. We're still working on full analysis of the slaves' files, but we have a new lead. Proceed to the Nexus Room Cantina in Kaas City. I'll brief you once you're in place.
I assume you'll pick up my tab. Is there a dress code?
It's a high-class place. Something eye-catching. Watcher 2 out. This is Watcher 2, signal established. I've tapped into the Cantina holocams, Agent. I can see you from 6 different angles. We're ready to go.
I can do my job without being watched.
Being watched is part of your job. Be grateful we make you aware of it. So, Theovor Mindak is a genius inventor and entrepreneur working with the Radicals. Unfortunately, Theovor is being sheltered by the Sith Lord Grathan. Grathan turns a blind eye to Theovor's affiliations in exchange for weapon designs.
I assume you're not briefing me over drinks for my comfort.
No. You're here for a very specific reason. Dealing with Gratham directly isn't an option. He's involved in a power struggle with the other Dark Lords. In essence, he's gone rogue. However, Theovor's daughter, Samara, frequents this cantina. She has access to Theovor's workshop in Gratham's estate.
You think she's willing to turn against family?
We believe so. Samara Mindak is rich, young, and willing to flaunt her advantages. She's popular with the Karst City elite, but hardly beloved. No meaningful connections or reputation. Our profile suggests she'll cooperate if given incentives. I've located her in a private lounge. It's up to you how to handle her.
She won't be a problem.
Once Samara's told you how to reach her father's workshop, head to Lord Gratham's estate. Send us anything you find on Theovor's computers.
I may have to get, close to Samara. Are you going to get jealous?
I'll just have to remind myself that you're on the job, Agent. Go. I'll be watching.
What good are Mandalorians if they can't escort a few trade shipments? It's not like we need them for the war.
Stop obsessing about the mercenaries, Oban. You wish you could carry a Vira blade.
You get vicious after a while, don't you?
Sure. I'm gonna go talk to someone else now.
She's a brat, but she's got spirit. Want to break it?
And look at you. Enjoying yourself? It's not the worst party I've ever been to, but it needs improvement, you know?
I know what you mean, but things are looking up now.
I get that a lot. Not usually from guys like you, though. Military guys, I mean. You're military, right? You've got that in-charge kind of look. And the weapons.
Let's say you're right. Does that have an appeal?
Maybe it does. Depends if you're more than just the look.
Samara, be careful. You need to take this seriously.
Shut up, Oban. I said I'm done with you. So, tell me, how can I serve the Empire?
I came looking for a dangerous man, but I suspect you're much better company.
Oh, forward. I like that. Though, my dad doesn't approve of military guys. Hard to know what they're really after.
Theovor doesn't approve of anyone in the government. That's why I need to see him.
Dad's working for Lord Gratham these days. Creepy guy. Anyway, if you want to talk to Theovor, not sure what I can do. He isn't seeing a lot of visitors.
I think you can help me. Give me a few hours and I think you'll be begging to help me.
Listen up! I'm pretty, but I'm not dumb. My father's inventions made us rich, so I don't want that taken away. No government seizure, okay? I want all his credits, all his property transferred to my accounts. Seem like a good deal?
Let me suggest an alternative. Help us, and I won't delete your existing credit accounts.
What? That's not fair! Damn! You want to see my father that bad, I'll tell you how to get to him. Theovor's workshop is in Lord Gratham's estate. It's sealed tight. I'll give you my codes, but you still need a guard's keycard.
We're finished here. Stay out of trouble.
Fine. I have a party to get back to.
Think the Hutta smell is off my boots. Should have kicked in more faces while it lasted.
All that time in the swamp. Tell me you don't want to go home, keep Nemro company.
If I get the urge to see the Hutt, it'll take me back. In the meantime, though, you and me against the galaxy. Just sweat, blasters, and good times.
We really need to get some privacy soon.
You just let me know, Agent. Me, I've got no shame.
You thought you could take me by surprise, but you can't.
What do you want to bet this ends badly?
Those were my daughter's access codes you used. Whatever you've done to her, I'll have my revenge.
Calm down, Theovor. Your daughter is fine.
Fine? Imperial intelligence doesn't leave people fine. You people took away my wife, stole her from my house one night, and never told me what happened. My only daughter grew up to be worthless, and now you've taken her from me too. I despise your kind.
We can resolve this peacefully if you'll just listen to me.
No, there won't be any peace until the Empire changes its ways.
We're dead, freak! Come on out, I'll show you my gun.
Watcher 2. I'm downloading the contents of Theovor's computers. Looks like blueprints, work he's done for Lord Grathan, and... encrypted files. I should be able to decipher them if I cross-reference with the slave's datapad. Don't like what I'm seeing. There's a timetable, activity convergences, indications of something big. Get back to base as soon as you can.
Can't I ever catch a break?
Not in this business. Haven't you learned that by now? I'll see you soon, Agent. Watcher 2 out.
Watcher 3, I need that link up to the Dominator. If Lord Jadis wishes to observe, we must accommodate him.
Establishing hololink, sir. Data flow is synchronized.
Glad you found the time to pay us a visit, Agent. Take your place. The briefing starts now.
Yeah, it'd be helpful if someone told me about these things.
Sorry, Agent. It's been hectic.
Lord Jadis, are you receiving our transmission?
I am. Proceed, Keeper.
Very well. You all know we've been attempting to determine the Dissidents' plan of attack. Thanks to recent operations, we have the information we need. Unfortunately, the news is worse than we expected. A major strike is imminent. The Dissidents are targeting the ancient power conduits that run beneath the capital.
Their intention is to overload the power grid, causing a cascade failure that would detonate the power relay stations. The resulting explosions would kill hundreds of people, and the blackout would leave us vulnerable to further attacks.
Sir, aren't all access points to the power grid under military control?
All but one. The terrorists intend to access the power conduits through the Dark Temple.
The Dark Temple? That doesn't sound promising.
I'll sum up for those of you unfamiliar with the history. The Dark Temple predates Drummoncass's colonization. It was sealed by the Sith during the city's construction. When the Dark Council opened it some months back, they found it inhabited by force-driven phenomena. Workers on site began disappearing inside, controlled by unknown entities.
But whereas we saw the Dark Temple as a threat to be contained, the Dissidents saw it as an opportunity. The temple rests directly above a key power junction. If the Dissidents can push past the, phenomena, they can access the grid.
These Dissidents have been planning. They have supplies, maps, and weapons, and they're not counting on making it out alive. This is a suicide run.
What's the likelihood they'll even make it to their goal?
Watcher 2 calculates 40% odds of at least one Dissident reaching the target. We have security footage of Dissidents heading toward the Dark Temple. A full squad of operatives will pursue the...
No.
My lord?
There will be no squad. The Dark Temple is sacred ground, and will not be unduly disturbed. My agent will go alone.
Are you sure about this?
My lord, I strongly urge you to reconsider. If the Dissidents succeed, we...
The spirits of the temple must not be disturbed. Not by terrorists, and not by Imperial intelligence. One agent will suffice. My role here is finished. Do as I will, Keeper.
Very well. Then the decision is made. You will go to the Dark Temple, stop the Radicals from reaching the conduits and detonating their charges.
Let's get this done.
Good man.
We'll monitor you as long as we can, but the temple blocks most transmissions, so just, good luck, Agent.
I'm going to need more than luck.
It's all I can offer, I'm afraid.
Go on, Agent. The Dark Temple is waiting.
You with the military? I heard the shots, but I wasn't sure. I can't believe you actually followed us in here. None of us are gonna make it back out, you know that, right?
I know you're one of the terrorists. Tell me what's happened.
I'm one of the terrorists, all right. Like everyone you kill. That's why we decided to make a stand. To terrorize. I'm the last one. A dozen of us came into the temple and the rest are dead. Or gone. Same with you, I guess.
You should have known you couldn't pull this off. What did you mean to accomplish?
To show the Empire what it means to fight for freedom. And we still will. You can shoot me now. You can save the power grid, preserve the Imperial lifestyle for a little longer. But there are other cells. They'll keep fighting.
What other cells are you talking about?
Other cells, other planets. This attack was just the tip of the iceberg. There's worse coming. But that's all you're going to learn. You can't stop me. You have to kill me. Shoot me now, Imperial, before the ghosts get into your head.
You don't care if the ghosts get into my head. You're worried they'll get into yours.
Yes, damn you! That's not how I want to go. I saw what happened to my friends. I took comfort in the fact that I'd die when we took out the power grid. Have mercy. Kill me now before the ghosts come.
I'll make it quick.
Thank you.
We've got wreckage coming down over the city. From that height and at that velocity, the collateral damage alone could cost millions.
If the reactor core was breached, the radiation damage will...
I don't care about the radiation damage, damn it. Get me security footage, communications logs, something we can use.
Shouldn't someone be celebrating our successful return?
All military channels are reporting in. The Dominator has been completely destroyed.
Someone want to tell me what the Dominator is?
It's good to see you. There was a secondary target. Apparently...
Watcher 2, I still need confirmation. And you, Agent, get ready to move. We need everyone operational.
Sorry, sir. But there were over 3,000 people on that ship. Half of them civilians.
I'm aware of that. Do your job, Watcher 2. Run the numbers.
Lockdown procedures are in place. All traffic has been grounded.
Initial analysis is done. Cross-checking with the droids.
Getting conflicting reports from the Car City spaceport. Trying to sort it out.
Nothing could have survived that explosion. All sources confirm casualties are 100%.
Then Darth Jadus is dead.
It couldn't have happened to a nicer Dark Lord.
I'm going to overlook that, Agent. Watcher 3, what are you going on about?
There was an explosion aboard the Dominator. We're not sure about the origin, but it has to be connected to the dissidents. Darth Jadus was leaving on a special tour of the Empire. He brought military personnel, civilians, and Sith to his flagship as part of some grand vision. Now they're all dead.
How are we responding?
Standard planetary security procedures. No one goes anywhere until we say so.
Sir, we've got a starship trying to take off. Several dissidents from the watch list are aboard. Military squads are moving to intervene.
You'll blow the ship to pieces. I want the terrorists alive and I want their computer intact. You, Fixer, do we have any Sec-M units available?
What? I don't...
The Sec-Ms, the mouse droids. Find one and bring it back now. Whatever ordeal you went through in the Dark Temple, your recovery will have to wait. I need you in the field.
Can't be worse than what I just went through.
Perhaps not, but you got the job done and you'll get this one done too.
I have the droid here.
Good. Agent, I need you to get to the city cargo port. There's a terrorist ship attempting to take off. Take the mouse droid and deliver it into one of the ship's maintenance conduits. With the droid aboard, we can disable the hyperdrive and download its computer contents.
What happens after that?
Their ship won't be able to leave this star system. We'll use a tractor beam to bring them in and start interrogations. Get going. We need you to plant that mouse droid. Any conduit on the ship's outer hull should do. And when you're back, we have things to discuss. Welcome back, Agent. Excellent work out there. Absolutely excellent.
The mouse droid has just sent the contents of the ship's computer, sir. I'll send the military to pick up the dissidents.
At least one thing's gone smoothly today. The worst seems to have passed, but don't expect to rest anytime soon.
Do we know any more about the attack?
We're fairly certain the explosion came from inside the Dominator. In all likelihood, one of the civilians on board was the bomber.
Keeper, I'm receiving a transmission. Someone's broadcasting a holorecording to the entire Imperial Communications network.
The terrorists want to talk? I say we should listen.
Patching it through now. I'm going to try to pinpoint the source.
Citizens of the Empire, this is the Eagle. I'm here to tell you that our government is corrupt. When the Emperor signed his treaty with the Galactic Republic, we were promised a new epoch. Glory unrivaled since the first Sith dynasty. Instead, our empire has suffered. Apathetic moffs and wicked lords of the Dark Council vie for power, while our soldiers die over worthless planets in nameless star systems.
Typical consolidationist rhetoric. Watcher 2, keep trying to find a source for the broadcast. Everyone else start pulling up our files on the Eagle.
You've heard of him before?
We've been hearing rumors about the Eagle for years, but we never thought he could pull off anything this big. Another mistake.
Anyone who speaks out in favor of reform is kidnapped and tortured by Imperial intelligence. This must not continue.
The Ministry of Logistics reports that they can't jam the signal. Everyone in the Empire is seeing this.
A short while ago, a group of defiant revolutionaries destroyed an Imperial dreadnought. 3,000 people were aboard, including Darth Jadis, a Lord of the Dark Council. We chose to strike at Darth Jadis publicly so that every Imperial citizen would know the truth. The Dark Council is not invulnerable. We can effect change. We regret the sacrifice of so many civilians, but it was necessary. The Empire cannot cover up this momentous event. Imperial intelligence cannot silence our call to arms.
Get to the point, you piece of filth. What is it you really want to say?
He's coming to the climax. He knows how to put together a broadcast, all right.
Here it comes.
This is only the first step towards a better future. We have agents throughout the Empire preparing to strike again and again. We will not relent until our government chooses strength over weakness, unity over discord. We will continue to show the anger of the people. This is the Eagle. End transmission.
So, our enemy has a name. You think you can deal with that, Agent?
I'm not sure what you mean.
We've made mistakes today. We underestimated the Eagle. We were too slow to eliminate the dissidents. We assumed the Dark Temple was the Soul Terror's target. But you performed above and beyond expectations. You showed you can handle these people, and now you're going to show us the way forward.
Nice to know someone recognizes my skills.
For once, try to sound professional. You are going to head our operation to dismantle the Eagle's network. You will locate and eliminate his terror cells through infiltration, manipulation, and assassination. I am assigning you a rank and designation as suits your new position. You no longer have a name. You will answer only to Cypher 9.
I have a name. I'm not giving it up, even for Imperial intelligence.
It's part of the job, I promise. You'll get used to it.
Cypher 9, huh? Cute. But I think I'll keep calling you Agent.
With the rank comes certain privileges, including a degree of operational independence. You may recruit your own operatives, and you will be outfitted with a starship. Watcher 2, you will remain Cypher 9's liaison to base. I assume that won't be a problem?
No problem, sir. Glad to stay a part of this operation.
Good. Begin analyzing all reports on recent dissident activity. I want a list of possible terror cell locations within the hour. The Eagle says he's got agents around the galaxy. Assuming he's telling the truth, you're going to be doing some traveling.
There are worse fates than seeing a few new planets.
Indeed. Your starship is at the spaceport. It's been refit and removed from public record. Watcher 2 will upload likely activity centers for the Eagle and his network. Proceed to your targets as you see fit.
Any final instructions, sir, or is that all?
Be careful of these people, Cypher. Destroying the Dominator was no mean feat. Killing Darth Jadis was nearly unthinkable. But this is our job. Do whatever is required. And good luck.
Cypher 9. It's going to be a while before I'm used to saying that. Looks like we've got a moment of calm. How are you handling everything?
Managing. But I'm ready for whatever's next.
I'm glad to hear it. Look, I apologize if I seemed short with you before. The situation with the Dominator shook me. How is it that I can torture a colleague without feeling a thing? But 3,000 dead strangers is too much to handle?
Hold on a second, who did you torture?
It was before your time and it had to be done. Don't worry about it. It's been a long day and I've still got to send our reports to the Minister of Intelligence. I'm sure you have plenty to do yourself.
I've got an Eagle to catch.
Whatever you need to make that happen, just ask.
Greetings. I am 2VR8, factotum droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind, new master.
A gift from my superior? Here to keep an eye on me, I presume.
My only directive is your satisfaction, master. Besides, my photoreceptors are not surveillance grade. I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard the X-70B Phantom, an experimental prototype resembling a luxury shuttle that conceals the combat capabilities of a heavy starfighter. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
I have a mission to complete. Time to see what this ship can do.
Thank goodness you aren't deactivating me. I mean, good luck. I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.
Nice digs. Think you got a message on that thing.
Download and begin playback.
Cypher 9, Intelligence is finalizing your target list, but in the meantime, there's a formality we need to address. With Darth Jadis' demise, his seat on the Dark Council has opened. It will be filled by his daughter and sole apprentice, Darth Jorid.
Jadis has a daughter?
Lord Jorid demands to meet with you. Proceed to Korriban at once. She has authorized your presence in the Sith Academy.
What are the odds she blames me for her father's assassination?
I'll give you 2 to 1. You know how to make friends in high places. Give me a shout if you need something. I'm gonna see how they stock the lounge. So we're clear. Imperial rations are nasty, and I lived on grubs and 2-credit wine for a year. They raise you on those things. No wonder you're a bunch of stiffs.
You make it sound like you don't like the Imperial lifestyle.
Only time I kneel is to puke in the refresher. Here's what I don't get. You got a little brass, you got a little style. You're not totally one of them. But you still play Keeper's Pet. Shoot all the right people when you could work for... whoever.
I could point out that goes for you as well.
You mean you could avoid the question? Me? I'm in long enough to lay low, pick up some cash, sort out some personal stuff you guys can help with. Then I'm gone.
What sort of personal stuff?
Made a deal with your bosses when I came on board. Nothing you need to worry about. Now let's get back to it before the world misses us.